Well. It's good to see you all here. You know, for being the first comedian of the night and all, I really wanted to do something that would cheer you up and, set you up for a good night out. Unfortunately, I gotta be honest, I'm not feeling really great these days, I'm not sure 100% what it is, but I am pretty sure I have a serious case of existential crisis. I thought it was a hangover at first, but it's already Wednesday, I'm almost 30, they're normally gone by Tuesday. But I have all the symptoms, right? I have all the symptoms. I have this unbearable notion of the profound emptiness of the human experience, and I have this realization of the ultimate insignificance of my existence. I have mild diarrhea. It's all there. I don't know where I got it. Maybe the other day it was raining, I forgot the umbrella, I don't know. You can catch an existential crisis anywhere these days, People are not wearing masks anymore. It's a mess out there. At least I'm not alone, Many people are going through this, right? Yeah. You know how I know this? Because the other day I was drinking tea, and the tea bag had a little message written in it. I swear to God. And the message said, "Life has meaning." And I was like, really? Are we this fucked? Is the situation so dire that we need to put reassuring messages on tea bags? The 21st century sucks, guys. For most of human life history, we have religion to console us. And the 20th century came along and they invented psychoanalysis and synthetic drugs. 21st century, we have tea bags. Although I am curious about the other messages this brand is putting in the tea bags, I can imagine. Your marriage is not a lie. Your work is actually useful for someone. Hawaiian t-shirts are actually an acceptable form of clothing. I tell you, if it was me, I would only put quotes from nihilist philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. A tea bag saying, "God is dead. To live is to suffer." The damn tea bag got me thinking about the meaning of life, and I found this survey where they asked a bunch of people where do they find meaning in their life. The study was done in Americans, but I think we can extrapolate to humans. The most popular answer was family and children. Which, if you have children, you kind of have to say that, right? And if you don't have children, then it becomes a bit awkward to say that. That was a slow motion. But what really pissed me off, and I'm glad you brought up this subject, Neve, was that the second most favorite option was work. People find meaning in work. What is this fucking nonsense, guys? You guys understand me? If work is so great, why don't we let children do it? I'll tell you why. Because work is like a drug. You do it because everyone else is doing it and it looks cool at the beginning.
You die without it.
Exactly. Are you familiar with the phrase, "Work makes you free"? Some people know the history. Really nice. The phrase, don't worry, we're gonna get there. The phrase is written in the gates of Auschwitz. Auschwitz, as in the Nazi concentration camp. And Instagram favorite background. And also not a place particularly famous for its human resources management. As you say. That should have been a red flag all along, guys. There are some people who would not listen to Richard Wagner because the Nazis liked him, but they will have a 9-to-5 job. What's the hypocrisy? By the way, did you know that recently Spain, well, I'm Spanish, so it's not obvious enough. Did you know that recently Spain passed a law allowing women with particularly painful menstruations to take days off from work? Once again proving that we are #1 in the world in finding excuses not to work. Before you say anything, I say that as a good thing. I am proud. But it got me thinking, given my situation, When are we going to have paid leave for people suffering from an existential crisis? No, hear me out, hear me out. When I'm suffering from an existential crisis, I also want to eat chocolate all the time. When I'm having an existential crisis, I also am extra difficult to be around. When I'm suffering from an existential crisis, I also feel that half the population does not understand what I'm going through. So I'm just saying, let's fight for everyone's rights here. Maybe we can synchronize our existential crisis. You know what cheers me up when I'm having an existential crisis? I think of cockroaches. It's my favorite animal. Cockroaches are fantastic. Did you know that they can survive for days or even weeks after you cut their heads off?
Just like politicians.
Huh? Well, I'm not gonna say yes or no. But you know that this cheers me up for a number of reasons. First of all, I think of the scientists doing these experiments, and I'm like, my life is not so bad. There are some people waking up in the morning to cut cockroaches' heads off, and probably they had dreams at some point in their lives. They probably studied biology to cure the baby dolphins or something like that. But we gotta make a living. And also, think about the cockroaches. You know, after a few days they die, but during those very few days, they are the happiest motherfuckers in the world. They don't have to worry about nothing. They don't have to worry about headaches, hangovers, hair loss. I wish I could be without my head for a week, guys. You know, go on social media and say, guys, I need a little bit of me time. I'm gonna be disconnected from my central nervous system for a while. I'll be available on WhatsApp. Although, you know, in my case, it wouldn't make much of a difference because I still make 90% of my thinking with my dick. But 10% is still a lot. You know another problem with existential crisis, guys? It's moral relativism, you know? I know, this is all TikTok is talking about right now. The thing is, if you don't see the point in anything, why behave? Like, why should I pay my taxes? Why should I recycle? Why should I just not kill everyone in this room right now?
Do it!
No worries, you're safe. With my luck. Also, I don't want to go to prison, you know? Imagine the paperwork. Going to prison in Belgium. You have to go to 19 offices before you're allowed to go to prison. I'm sorry if I'm being extra dark today, guys. You know, you don't always feel happy. I gotta be honest with you. Much like anyone who has ever sat through a Marvel movie, I have considered suicide. More than once. But, you know, every time I did it, I had just paid for some sort of yearly subscription service. So the timing was awful, you know? Speaking of which, also talking about Spain, did you know that Spain also recently passed a law legalizing euthanasia, which is medically assisted suicide for people in very dark health conditions. I told you we would do anything for not working, okay? But I bring it up because I think it's a hard subject, but I still do agree that people ultimately should be free to choose how and when to go. But also, I think that we should aim to build a society in which we support each other and people in hard situations so they don't have to take that decision or they can postpone it until they as much as they like. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, I used to think that people who say we're all in this together are full of shit. And let's face it, probably they are. But in a way, we are all in this together, you know. And don't get me wrong. Life sucks, and we are all alone. We live alone. We're gonna die alone. But precisely because of that, we're kind of alone together, you know. You can understand that everyone else is also going through shit, and sometimes it's just a matter of stopping and saying, "You're gonna be fine. I got your back," or just "I love you," you know. I love you guys. I really, really love you. It's not a joke. I'm sorry, I'm just getting a sentimentalism attack. I get it every time the spring comes. It's terrible. But anyway, I think my existential crisis is getting a little bit better. You cheer me up, you sexy bastards. Where have you been all my life? Have you been going to I'm sorry, I suffer from chronic horniness. I guess I'm just gonna say that sometimes, even if you don't believe it, you have to be a good teabag and say, life has meaning. Even if you're never gonna know what it is. Have a good night.